Many say that being alone gives us the perfect moment to reflect. It allows us to connect with our inner being by increasing our degree of sensitivity. But be careful, since on occasions that more intense connection could allow us to see and feel things that we shouldn't. Visualize parallel realities to the point of interacting with completely inexplicable things. That will surely be the sensation that will invade your body if you decide to watch this by yourself at what I will present to you today. A set of footage whose viewing alone is only intended for the brave. Do you dare watch? My name is Leonore Clay, and you're watching The Darkest Secret. Today we present 6 scary videos you should never watch alone. Number 6. The footage that welcomes us to this video arrived in my email thanks to Stephanie Gutierrez, a regular subscriber from Peru, who sent us a strange moment captured on camera by a woman who apparently was doing an unboxing to a doll that she had recently acquired. However, all this was made less important when her camera records the following. Pay attention.
Oh my fucking god, I swear to god, this thing just fucking looked at me. Oh my fucking...
Is it me, or does the doll really look at her for a few moments? In fact, that is the reason why the woman is so scared. It is important to mention that the figure does not have moving parts, nor is it a real monkey. It is just a doll whose eyes inexplicably move. How can you explain something like that? Let me know your theories. Number 5. The following entry came into my possession thanks to Ricardo Jesus Sardinas, a subscriber who says he's still thinking about a strange publication he saw on TikTok. In the image, we see 3 sisters who are playing a game of giving hints about one another, with the idea of joking with each other. A relaxed dynamic whose sole objective was to entertain. However, all this, and from one moment to the next, changed radically when on the screen increasingly inexplicable things began to happen.
Aquí hay una persona que tiene implantes en el pecho. Aquí hay una persona... Aquí hay una persona que ya quiere casarse y tener hijos. Aquí hay una persona que su novio vive en otro estado y le pone los cuernos. Aquí hay una persona que dice tener novio, pero nunca se le han declarado y nunca la han venido a ver a la casa. ¿Por qué tanto hates a mí? Aquí hay una persona que llora por literalmente cualquier cosa. Aquí hay una persona que siempre la caga y no la deja de cagar nunca. Aquí hay una persona cuando tiene problemas con su esposo, nos mete a todas, pero al día siguiente ya está muy bien con su esposo y nosotros quedamos como pendejas. Échatela. A ver, perra, vas a ver. Aquí hay una persona que su mamá tiene conectado su WhatsApp en su celular para leer sus conversas. ¿Qué pedo? Ok. Aquí hay una persona... Aquí hay una persona... ¿Qué pedo? Aquí hay una persona...
It was at this moment that Franklin knew. He fucked up.
No mames. ¿Sí creen que estamos invocando a alguien, güey?
At that moment, they felt that the lights went out. But later, after watching the replay, they noticed that it was not just that. but that it seemed that something quickly crossed in front of the camera. However, that is not the only thing. Seconds before, something that should never have been there is present behind their backs. Since the first incident, the situation would worsen. You can see how quickly the girls go from feeling strange to feeling worried. Who or what was that being? Could it have been that presence that caused those strange outages in the light? Tell me what you think. Number 4. What you're about to see now happens completely by accident. An event that should never have happened, and that leaves us as an example that the paranormal can really happen to anyone and at any time. You see, from Caracas, Venezuela, Alfredo Jose Suarez, a faithful subscriber to the channel, wrote to my email to attach a rare footage that he saw while reviewing his social networks. In his message, he says that the images we are seeing were caused by a storm that made a landslide, causing chaos throughout the country. Devastating images that, by the way, caught the attention of the press. However, in this specific recording, a rather strange situation occurs. A moment that, if it weren't for our subscriber, I would have simply missed. Please pay attention and tell me what is wrong here. It is very subtle, so I recommend that you look at it carefully. Did you realize it? Just at the moment when the tower falls as a result of the landslide, the camera captures the displacement of a strange shadow on the right side of the screen. Did you see it? What do you think that is? Alfredo says that at first, he thought it was water, that as a result of the furious torrent, it had jumped out of the flow. However, the image does not help much in supporting that theory. Could it be an error in the image? Or are we in the presence of something of unknown origin? Let me know what you think. Number 3. The recording that I will present to you below, according to Alan Romero, the subscriber who sent it to me, corresponds to the strangest and most disturbing situation that he has recorded in his entire life. From Ecuador, he tells us that one day, and after a busy day at work, he left home with the idea of de-stressing and recording with his cell phone what appeared to him as a beautiful sunset. At the time when he recorded it, he didn't notice anything. For him, this was just a video to show that beautiful landscape. But once he started editing it to add music, he noticed something strange. Alan tells us that those trees are huge. They measure more than 164 feet. So that thing that passes by was easily 13 or 26 feet high. Can you tell? With his camera, it manages to capture the precise moment in which a huge being moves in the direction of those trees. Although it is not possible to distinguish clearly, and Alan did not see it at the moment, he ventures to say that it easily reaches 13 feet high, outright discarding the idea that it was a person. If it is not a person, then what is it? A question that remains to this day. Number 2. What follows corresponds to two footage that separately do not reach the paranormal level necessary to exist in this investigation. However, together, it gives us an idea of the things that can happen if we leave children and pets without proper supervision. The first of them was captured by a security camera installed by a mother after her daughter told her that for a few nights she had had conversations with her deceased grandmother. Knowing that her daughter was too old to be making up imaginary friends, she placed the device in a corner of her bedroom to see what it picked up. The result of that search left her completely surprised. Watch. Despite the fact that the audio was a bit low, some of the comments say that voices and murmurs can be heard that do not correspond to those of the girl, as if indeed someone else was accompanying her. Is what she says true? The footage is just as surprising as the second one that occupies this position. As I mentioned, both children and pets need our attention, not only in the care that one can give them during the day, but more importantly, it is to be aware of what they do at night. And a clear example of this was what happened with the cat that you now see on the screen. That, according to the owner, did not let him sleep due to his hyperactivity during the early morning. But the camera that he installed in the living room was in charge of contradicting that in a rather disturbing way. Why, you ask? Pay attention. As can be seen in the image, the cat was not the cause of so much noise and disorder. It was simply the spectator of the endless anomalous situation that occurred around it, something that its owner found out after watching these videos. Is it a spirit that enters to disturb this home? Recordings that alert us regarding the care we must have when we leave either people or animals completely alone. Number 1. We conclude this video with the disturbing footage that Ana Gomez sent to my email. From Honduras, our subscriber comments that a video is circulating on social networks in which a young man captures with his cell phone the exact moment in which a supposed witch appears outside his home. Footage that has drawn attention to how disturbing it turns out to be. Watch. There is no doubt that this recording seems to be taken from a horror movie. And tell me, what would you do if you were exposed to a situation similar to this one? A real nightmare comes true. However, that same specularity makes us doubt its credibility. But unfortunately, I do not have enough information to corroborate it, true or false. The truth is that there can be no doubt that it causes discomfort when seeing it. Let me know what you think of this as well as the other videos you watched today, since we've come to an end. My name is Leonore Clay, and this was The Darkest Secret